Hi, my name's Jacob, and I have a question. Have any of you guys ever heard your parents talk about the designated smoking areas to the schools they attended when they were in high school? There were actually smoking areas where people that turned 18 could legally smoke cigarettes on the school campus, as long as it was isolated from everybody else. So later in the years, they've done like a lot of research, and um, it's turned out to result in a lot of cancer from cigarettes, such as lung and mouth, and it's become deadly to smoke cigarettes, and people know that and still do. So back years ago, that was the epidemic, was that they didn't know about and were less informed about, was cigarettes. Well, now since I'm in high school, I've noticed throughout that people like to use e-cigs, and one big brand that's came is Juul. And Juul is like the new cigarette. It is what is Juul? Just in case you guys don't know. Juul is an alternative way for smoking, and here is why it was made. This is the picture of the Juul. Well, why was it made? It's more convenient to carry. It's concealable, and people in high school carry them everywhere. And in the bathrooms, they'll take Juul breaks, and it's terrible because these aren't very safe. The vapor that comes out isn't as visible as cigarettes, and it was intended as an alternative way for smoking. So people were getting addicted to cigarettes, and they knew it was dangerous, so tobacco companies were going to make something to make it seem like it was less dangerous, or like less harmful for your lungs. So it doesn't emit smoke, like I said, but it does contain nicotine in each pod. And in each single pod, there's just as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes. So every time you go through a pod when juuling, you're inhaling or intaking all this nicotine, making you more addicted. There's many chemicals in here, and when you see people vaping, you're not going to see a ton of vapor when they exhale, but you're going to notice, you won't notice, that there are a lot of chemicals inside of the Juuls, such as formaldehyde and acrolein. Both of these chemicals will cause throat and eye irritation, and they will increase risk of disease. Nicotine is also in the pods, and according to UCLA Health, e-cigs have only been around since 2003, so we don't know the long-term effects. This is what's dangerous about them. They're just like cigarettes were. Cigarettes were considered the norm back a long time ago, and even doctors would recommend them, which obviously they don't now, but teens have a misunderstanding that it's not harmful to them. Who owns Juul? Altria owns Juul, and Altria is a huge tobacco company. Back in 2018, in December, they bought a 35% stake in it. And this was in a New York Times article I read about, and this is huge because Altria is the producer of most cigarettes and tobacco products used by consumers. And due to this, Altria's focus has went from cigarettes and smoking tobacco more to Juul, and the Juul industry has been huge and booming because of this. Why is this wrong? Because it's targeting teens. Juul is making a killing off of this, and it's not right. According to MarketWatch.com, this was an article about a teen. She was in college. She was probably, I think she was 19, and it was about how she worked at a pizza place and only made so much a week, but spent $25 a week on Juul pods, and this resulted in about $1,000 a year. So when you add that up, that's a lot of money spent on just these little Juul pods containing nicotine that's just going to harm your body. And something else that goes on that people notice is adults selling to minors. I mean, some adults aren't informed enough to know that these are really harmful, and they're just like, sure, I'll buy you these pods for that. I don't see anything wrong with that. And Altria is producing these products that are going to be inhaled with all these dangerous chemicals I named earlier. What you can do to help quit. If you are juuling or vaping, there's many alternatives or many ways to not do this. Find activities to be involved in. Go to the gym, play basketball, go work out, go hang out with some friends that don't do any tobacco. Make new friends. Leave those old friends behind that do. Don't surround yourself by people that are going to hurt your health in the long run. Think about how much healthier you'd be if you quit. You don't know what the long-term effects of these are. It's recent. These Juuls are very new. If you don't use Juul, help people that do Juul to quit. Get them involved in other activities. Get them to quit. Just tell them, hey, that's not healthy. Just help them. Try to help them. In conclusion, I just want to let you guys know that Juul is not very good at all. It is a new cigarette for the 21st century. Just please take into mind how serious this issue is. Thank you for your time.